your name and the title you'd like us to use and your home community.
Okay. Okay, my name is Rita George. I'm 80 years old. I'm with Sodain, a matriarch. And I have a lot of things that I want to talk about in regards to what's happening out in the territory. I came forward because there's a lot of things that's bothering the matriarch. To watch what's happening, it's really bothering us. We can't even sleep, and there's no one to step forward. So I decided to step forward to let everybody know what's happening out there is not right. We didn't give our permission to the young woman that repeatedly saying that she's representing the Wet'suwet'en Bear Clan, and she didn't even contact us, and we were surprised to hear her saying that she was representing the Gadimdan clan, which is the Bear Clan, and we felt that wasn't right, because it's not right without our permission that she's out there saying she's representing us. And another thing I want the world to know why I step forward is, as a matriarch, is if I don't say anything now, the world will think that the matriarch are behind all these protesters that's going on. And none of the matriarch were contacted. Excuse me. They weren't even contacted, and we weren't even aware of what was going on. And there's a lot of disruption that's going on right now. Excuse me. This is what I wanted to talk about is, if I keep quiet, not I, the matriarch, are really quiet. If we don't come forward to address our point of view, what we see out there, that's really disturbing us. And if I didn't come forward now, it would look like we are the supporters. We are behind them. We're not. That's the main point for me to come forward, to let them know that the matriarch, some of them are really sick, some of them are up to 87 years old. They're not even contacted. And without their permission, things are happening. And it's really hurtful. That's not the way of our ancestors. Our ancestors have, in the past, any dispute they have, they talk it over peacefully, respectful, love, and all that is not there. It's becoming so violent. As matriarch, we starting to face the discrimination right now, right around us in every town, because of what's happening. And this is number two reason why I thought I better step forward. We need protection as elders we are being attacked because of what's going on out there. And I don't blame the people out there, how they are affected by everything. We're not the only one that's affected badly. It's the people that's working out there that are being blockaded, and they are suffering too. And that's not right. This is what I wanted to talk about. I am 80 years old, and I have 4 sons and 2 daughters who are also being bullied. What bothered me all these years was I have this name since 1964, Gulaxkan, the bear that sleeps all winter long. That's my name. It was given to me. I paid for it, and I paid for the seat. And that's our protocol to do that, to be in a feast hall. And then my sister was with me also. All of a sudden we were asked to leave. For no reason we were asked to leave. When we paid for our name and we paid for our seat as hereditary chief, we're not supposed to be treated like that. But these same people are conducting themselves out there, how they are treating us right now. They're showing themselves how they're treating others to hurt people too. And I just hope that our ancestors were in a territory. They lived in a territory. They walk on their foot. They pack on their back. And the matriarch all pack their babies on the back. And that's where their footstep, all the highway was put in through by their trails and the road that came on. It's our ancestors' footstep. And I wanted the world to know. And this is all what I wanted to say that's been really affecting me. And when we are bullied out there, it was so shameful, so hurtful. When we were asked to leave, I was walking out weeping. My big question was why? Just leave, you have to go. That wasn't right for a young chief to treat the elders like that. They're the one that's doing this now. They're acting respectfully out there in front of the media. The hereditary chief. That's not right when they show how they treat people in the community. That's what's really bothering us. How can they be respectful if we treat it like I don't know what? No love, no respect. That's not the way of our ancestors.
I guess one other question, or a couple other questions I have. How is this? You kind of mentioned a little bit over there, but how is this impacting yourself, your family, and your community? Some of what you just touched upon.
How is it affecting you and your family and the community?
It's when the very first time when I was shocked to see them up in the territory, how they were acting. And another thing that bothered me while they're up there, why I'm here, is because our ancestors treated everybody with love and respect. Especially they're out there in the bush. They are hereditary chiefs. They're holding our ancestors' name, the one that are passed on. and all their regalia. It's very sacred. It hurts me to see them wearing all the regalia out in the bush, in the snow, in the mud, and marching through the cities, marching through town. That's not right. That's what's affecting all of us. They have to stop using the regalia when they have their ancestors' name. Our ancestors would say, they are dirtying the name, they are dirtying the regalia. That's what I'm here for.
I guess just the last thing, how would you like to see this resolved? Obviously there's conflict within the Wet'suwet'en, as you mentioned, and you mentioned that also that these things are resolved in the feast hall. How would you like to see this resolved? How people that support you and what you're saying today, what would they like to see bring this to a resolution and to an end?
My son, the chef, has a name. We phone each other's because we are Gitamundan, the Bear Clan. And it's the Bear Clan that's all out there protesting in their regalia. And we ask for reconciliation, to talk all of this over peacefully, but nobody is listening. It's their call. We don't matter. It's their call. They also state on the media, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. That's why I'm here. The world has to know how we are treated as hereditary chief. I worked for Delgamo case in court. I earned my certificate by translating, by interpreting for my elders. There's 8 of us that went out there with, at that time there was a little tape recorder. We went out, interviewed each and every one of our ancestors of their territory. Our territory has names of everything, the mountain, the lake, the creek, everything has traditional name. It was all recorded. And we translated that. We worked hours and hours and hours. But I'm not even recognized at all by my Wet'suwet'en people. And that's really hurtful. But what they don't know is I'm 80 years old and I have all the experience. I have all the knowledge that I learned from my ancestors. And the very last thing is, I was born back in 1939, and many others, the Wet'suwet'en people my age, they were all born in the territory. Our ancestors packed on foot to go to their territory, to do their trapping for survival, because there was no stores then. Survival. And they loved their territory. I love the territory. I brought my kids out, each and every one of them, taught them everything that I was taught. And then to say that it's all forgotten, and but I'm keeping up my culture and my tradition the best way I can. And what's going on out there, it's affecting us really bad, really bad. We should be consulted as elders. We're asking for peace, but they're not responding to us. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. That's not right. That's not right. That's not the way of our ancestors. And each and every one of them, what we translated, the books are out. No, those books. What does it mean? It says we're following our footstep of our elders. All that is thrown away by their action. They're not following it. They're not following it. Thank you.
That's so courageous of you, Auntie.